Good day to all my dear students. Continuing with the worksheet answers with our question number 5. Question number 5 is again banking question in which 1500 is the principal which is deposited every month and time period is 9 months. Then interest is given 675 rupees. We have to find here first rate of interest and then after we have to find the maturity value also. Now, using our formula SI P into n plus 1 into r upon 2 into 12 into 100, we will place all the values we are having instead of SI 675, then principal 1500, then n is number of months, that 9 and n plus 1 is 10, and r we don't know. So now whatever cutting on the right hand side is possible, you have to cut, and then whatever left we will take on the left side accordingly crossway. So we get our rate of interest as 12%. Now using this now we will find our maturity value. The formula for the maturity value is equal to P cross N plus SI. Now P means principal multiply the time period plus SI. So now we find maturity value using formula. Place the values 1500 multiply 9 plus 675. So now by calculation we get our maturity value as 14,175 rupees. Now move on to question number 5 2, that is on inequation, and we have to find the solution set, and also we have to write the draw the solution set on the number line. So this is x belongs to I. First of all, you have to read the question thoroughly and understand how do you solve it. You see the question, it is x belongs to I means set of integers. So integers means only the negative, 0 and positive. So you have to write the solution set accordingly and draw it accordingly. So as you know the solution, as we first take the half of the part that is less or equal to first part, and we solve it by taking all over LCM and make it linear, and then solve it by taking a minus 6 on the left side and 3x on the right side. So I get minus 3 is less or equal to x. Now again we take the half part with that is of 8x by 3 plus 2 less or equal to 14 by 3 plus 2x. Now solving it accordingly by taking LCM and make it linear, 6x taking on the left side and 6 on the taking right side, by sign changed we get x is less or equal to 4. So we get our solution set like this. We will write it in a set bracket form. Always students, it is compulsory for the board rule that whenever they ask to get the solution set, you have to write in a set bracket with x belongs to whatever given in the question. So here our solution is minus 3 less or equal to x less or equal to 4, x belongs to I. Then we have to draw it on a number line. For the number line we take one more numbers from the left and from the right, and we put a dark dots on the numbers which are as our solution. There is minus 3 less or equal means minus 3 is included, and less or equal 4 means 4 is also included. So between minus 3 and 4 all the numbers we have to make a dark circle particularly, that is our solution. Now next question is of our factorization factor theorem chapter. So in that you have to find the k value, as x minus 2 is a factor of the expression given. So first of all we have to start with x minus 2 is equal to 0. Why it is 0? Because we want the value of x, that is 2, and we place it in our expression to get our k value. So now I started like x minus 2 is equal to 0, x equal to 2. So in fx instead of x we put the value 2 and we get is equal to 0 expression. Why? Because it is a factor, so always the remainder is 0. So now taking 2 cube 8 plus 2 square into 2 8 minus 2k plus 10 is equal to 0. So as the expression is solved we get our k value here. So k is equal to 13 by solving it. Also it is determined whether x plus 5 is also a factor or not. So for that we will take x plus 5 0 and take x is equal to minus 5, and we place the value of x in our expression, that is fx. Wherever there is x we put minus 5 and we check whether the expression value we get 0 or not. If it is 0, then it is always a factor. So here we get f minus 5 is equal to 0. So x plus 5 is a factor of the expression here. So we have found both the things, k value and whether it is a factor or not. If you find it correctly, everything, you get the full marks. Now let us move on to next question. Question number 6, that is based on statistics. Here it is written that marks and number of students you are given already, and you want to find median number of students who scored more than 35% of marks. So students, for this you have to draw the cumulative frequency table, that is also known as ogive. So you have to draw first table and then you have to draw ogive accordingly, and you have to find median and the number of students who score more than 35%. Median value formula for the ogive. From the ogive, when you find out, you have to use n by 2. Do not use as n plus 1 by 2. And on the x-axis you will write the classes like 0, 10 to 19, 20 to 29. On the y-axis you will write the frequencies and upper limit. On the x-axis you will denote the upper limit and then the frequency. Likewise you will put the points, and you have to draw with free hand the curve, that is without scale. It is compulsory, do not use the scale to draw the ogive, and then find the values. So this is you by yourself you can solve. Then question number 6 to second part is on matrix, that is a, b, c matrices you are given. So you have to find the value of a square plus ac minus 5b. So first of all, a square is equal to a multiply a. So a matrix we write 2 times and we take the multiplication, we get the answer as 4004. Similarly, now I take AC, that is multiplication of matrix A and C. Then we get AC value, and then we take with addition with minus 5b. So you can see this is our AC multiplication. So I get minus 7, 8 to minus 8, and then we have to take the addition with a square plus ac minus 5b, means a square value we found, ac value we found, and then b matrix we multiply by minus 5, and then we take addition of all these 3 matrix. So here I get my last answer, as I have taken addition of all the 3 matrices. So I get minus 23, 3, 17, 6. This is the final answer. Students, some of the students make a mistake in this type of questions. They make sometimes sign mistakes or value mistakes, so they lose the marks. So take care while you take the multiplication and also the addition. Now next question number 6, third is on probability questions. So in that probability question, 2 coins are tossed. So HH, HT, TH and TT, 4 possibilities are there and 2 heads. So there is 1 possibility. So 1 by 2 and at least 1 tail means 3 possibilities. So there is 3 by 4. So answers are very simple. You can solve it by yourself, students. Now question number 7 is on ratio and proportion type of question, in which you have to solve for x, means you have to find the value of x. So here I will use componendo and dividendo. So for that, left hand side and right hand side, both the way we have to apply our componendo and dividendo. Componendo means first in the numerator addition and in the denominator subtraction. Now you see this is our expression on the left hand side, that is x4 plus 1 plus 2x square. This is the trinomial, that is perfect square trinomial, students, that is x square plus 1 whole square and x square minus 1 whole square in the denominator, and right hand side is 25 by 9. Now what we do, you can see both the side we get the perfect squares. So if we remove the squares, then we can proceed further. So now I take the square root on both the sides. So I get x square plus 1 upon x square minus 1 is equal to 5 by 3. Now again using C and D, means I will again apply the property of componendo and dividendo, so that I get x square plus 1 plus x square minus 1, and in the denominator minus x square plus 1, and right hand side also same way componendo and dividendo. So you see what we have left on the left hand side is 2x square upon 2, and right hand side is 8 by 2. So that 2 get cancelled on the left hand side. So I left with x square is equal to 4, and by taking square root on both the sides I get x value is equal to plus or minus 2. Students, it is very compulsory to write plus or minus sign, because whenever you take square root it is either plus or minus, so you have to write both in their answer. Now question number 7, second part is solve the following equation and calculate the answer correct to 2 decimal places, means quadratic equation chapter question. So in this type of question, first of all we have to take ABC and then we find the discriminant. Discriminant means d is b square minus 4ac, and then we find our d value. We apply this d value in our formula for the x. Our formula for the x is minus b plus or minus under root b by 2a. So here I get my d value 65. So here now placing the value of under root 65, students, you see b value kept and a value also kept in the formula. So minus minus plus 5 plus or minus under root 65 upon 2. Now it is plus or minus sign in the between, so we take plus and minus separately, and we also find under root 65. As I explained you in the prior standard, students, how to find the square root of any number which is not a perfect square. Here 65 is not a perfect square number, so you know what is the long division method to find the square root, and you get the value up to 2 decimal places and keep in the formula here. So now we get 8.06, that is our under root 65 value. Now I take separate plus and minus of 5 plus and 5 minus. So here after the calculation I get two values up to 2 decimal places is 6.53 and minus 1.53. This way if you get up to 2 places all the values should be correct. If it is not correct you will lose your mark, and it is very compulsory to get your answer up to 2 decimal places as per the instruction given in the question. Now question number 7, third part, that is of trigonometry. On the left hand side whatever you are given you have to show as it on the right hand side by showing LHS is equal to RHS. So now starting with LHS, whatever given in the left hand side I have written. Then what I did, I placed the value of 1, because otherwise if you solve it by converting in sine and cos it will not get the answer. So here I have to put either in the numerator or in the denominator value of 1 in the form of sec and tan. So that is our formula, that sec square minus tan square is 1. So I put it in numerator. So now that first term tan a plus sec a put in the bracket, and this is sec square minus tan square. We find the factors as minus and plus, that is a square minus b square type of identity. So we get sec a minus tan a, sec a plus tan a, and in the denominator same. Then tan a plus sec a, that bracket is common, and 1 as it is already common, 1 minus sec a minus tan a in the denominator as it is, and then we can see that denominator and that whole big bracket are similar, so we can just cut the brackets and we left with tan a plus sec a on the left hand side. Now after getting this we can convert our tan and sec in the form of sine and cos. So what is our tan? Tan is sine by cos and sec is 1 by cos. So now placing the value accordingly we reach to our right hand side, students. So here accordingly as I told you, place the value and we reach to sine a plus 1 upon cos a, which is our right hand side. So whenever this type of question comes, students, you have to think, observe the question and think that how do we solve it, by which method do we solve it to get our answer. Now let us move on to question number 7. Question number 7 is the again quadratic equation type of question. The present ages of father and his daughter is x years and y years. Sorry, this is not your question. Now question number this is our question number 7. So we move on to question number 8. Question number 8, first is solve the mean by using shortcut method. When it is written in the question use the shortcut method, it is compulsory to use the same. So here we use it. Class is written, frequency is written, x means the class marks from which I have taken our capital A, that is assumed mean. Then D is x minus A, and then F into D. So here the numbers are somewhat bigger, but it is not that much bigger, so you cannot solve it accordingly. So we get our sigma FD is equal to minus 480 and sigma F is equal to 150. Now to get our mean, I place the formula x bar is equal to A plus sigma FD upon sigma F. You can see the A is chosen as 200. So instead of A, place 200 plus sigma FD is minus 480 and sigma F is 150. So by calculation 0 get cancelled and then solve it by cutting 3. So we get 200 minus 16 by 5 and then value of 16 by 5 is 3.2. So by taking subtraction, our mean is 196.8. This is the mean using shortcut method. So students, you have to remember which method you have to use here and what you are asked. If step deviation is asked, how to use it and what the shortcut method is. Now question number 8 second is solve the equation, that is quadratic equation. Again you have to solve by taking LCM. So in the first step I have taken LCM accordingly and make it linear. Then opening the bracket and written 6x plus 3 minus 6x plus 18 is equal to x square plus 5x minus 3x minus 15. And then whatever get cancel and take it of all of them on the same side. So we get x square plus 2x minus 15 minus 48 equal to 0. And then by solution, by taking factorization, now as we get x square plus 2x minus 63 is equal to 0. I have to find factors of 63 to get plus 2 in the middle term. So that is 9x minus 7x, and taking common from first two terms and last two terms, we get x minus 7, x plus 9 as two brackets and is equal to 0. So we get x is equal to 7 or x equal to minus 9. So this is our solution of quadratic equation. Now next is question number 3 from question number 8. So this is the question of word problems of quadratic equation. Here the distance is given 400 km and there is a time speed given 12 km per hour, and it is also given that journey would be completed in 1 hour and 40 minutes less. So students, we have to find the original speed here. So first of all, I let the original speed be x kilometer per hour. So what the formula we have to use? First you have to think that if we use time is equal to distance upon speed formula, then 400 upon x minus 400 upon x plus 12, that is the speed being 12 km per hour more. So that the time would be less than. So that way we put the subtraction sign in middle. Then we take the LCM and solve it, and 400 I can take common. So 400 is equal in the bracket x plus 12 minus x upon x plus 12 is equal to on the right hand side 140 upon 60. Why 40 upon 60? That minutes we have to convert into hour. So that 4 by 6 and 2 by 3 by cancellation. And then by taking in the improper fraction, we get 5 by 3 on the right hand side, and on the left hand side 4 12s are 4800 and denominator x square plus 12x. Then taking cross multiplication and change the equation as 5x square plus 60x minus 14,400 is equal to 0. Now solving this equation, but for solving you have to first observe the equation whether it is possible to reduce it. Yes, as phi is common in all the three terms, we can divide the equation by 5. So dividing the equation by 5, we get x square plus 12x minus 2880 is equal to 0, which is reduced now. So now find the factors of 2880 and get our middle term accordingly of factors 60 minus 48. And then we take the factors like x minus 48, x plus 60 is equal to 0. So we get two x value, one is 48 and one is minus 60. But as we know that speed cannot be negative anyway, so our answer is 48 km per hour, which is the original speed of the car. So this way you get the answer, students. we have completed our whole worksheet answers here, and I think you have checked whatever you have solved, and if you have any query, it will be helpful to understand the question. Thank you.